3, 2, 1. Live.
What? You're supposed to say...
Shh. I can say what I want.
Oh, okay. Well, hi guys. We're back 2 seconds after our last podcast. Oh, literally, I ended the podcast and I'm like, oh man, that was like an hour long. I was like, do you want to do another one? And Rachel's like, you just told everybody you're going to. I was like, okay. So this one is our back to our regular topics. However, I have a lot to talk about. What? I do.
2 seconds before this started, you're like, it's not going to be a long one. We'll just do it real quick. I have a lot to talk about.
Do you want to start questions?
Sure.
Go on.
Let's make it snappy.
Make it snappy. You hungry?
Do you have everything you need bought for Christmas?
I was just... Ooh, that's one of my questions.
Christmas is in... what is today? Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
It's like 10 days, right?
Tuesday. Yeah, 10 days.
10 days. Is today the 15th?
I don't know.
Then it would be 10 days if you just count it right there.
Sure. Yes, because Friday was the 13th.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, everything's purchased for you, for the white elephant. We never got anything for my mom because she doesn't celebrate it. And we got the present for your mom and for your dad.
Not yet.
But we're going to?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
And then I bought half of Donna's present.
Right.
We still have to get the other half.
Right. So we have a few more presents to get.
Yeah.
I don't have anybody else to buy for, though.
But you don't have to do anything for those. It's usually just me taking.
Yeah, usually Rachel's like, I think it's kind of like the norm. Like, you know, Rachel's always so much better at
Yesterday we went to our friend's
yeah.
baby's Christmas party.
So
as we're driving there, Travis is like, what do we get him? Like a toy or something? I'm like, no, we didn't. We got him clothes. I
didn't know. Rachel's always good at choosing stuff and she always wraps it before I can find out what it is. So I was like...
You owe me so much money for Christmas presents.
Yeah.
I've spent like...
Send me the check.
I think I've spent like... Between you, Donna...
Well, I don't know even money for myself.
No, but I mean like just in general so far, and I still have to buy more for my dad and for Donna. I've probably spent $600.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me know.
So much money.
You let me know. You send me the
bill.
And
the babies.
Yeah.
Like a lot of money I've spent so far.
But Christmas is about giving, Rachel. It's not about money.
It's also about money.
Yeah.
It's about my bank account dying. I bought all your presents. I'm just waiting for them to come in.
All the dino bones?
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no dino bones.
You're such a bad... I could tell when Rachel's... If she got me a dino bone, I'll freak out. Hopefully it's a megalodon tooth or like a raptor claw. Okay. Just kidding. I'd be happy with either one.
$10,000 raptor claw. Yeah, I went right ahead. I had 10 grand just hiding somewhere.
For the raptor claw?
And I bought that.
Yesterday I dressed up as Santa because I was like, okay, I'm like, it's gonna be my best friend's like baby's first Christmas. Like, yeah, he might not remember it.
He's only 6 months old.
Yeah, so he's not gonna know what's going on. So I was like, I'm gonna buy a Santa suit from Amazon, and I did all this research on like what one to get, and like I watched YouTube videos, which is really weird watching Santa Claus review Santa suits because it's like, yeah, this suit's really good. It lasted for me outside and all this stuff. Like I watched on YouTube and I'm like, this is good. And it was like really silky and nice. And as we were driving, I rolled down the window on the expressway and I was just waving at everybody. And I was like, ho, ho, ho. And Rachel's like, stop. I'm cringing. Stop. But like everybody were waving. Like we were driving by people and they're like freaking out. They're like waving like so much.
I don't like attention.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna look out the other window.
Yeah. And so
like I'm sure people are enjoying it. It's not that. I was just like, I don't want to be looked at. And then also I was like, what if there's like some kids and you're just driving by in your car dressed as Santa and they're like, Mom, why is Santa driving that Ford?
Yeah.
And you know, like what if you ruin Christmas for some kid?
Nah, I'm sure they would explain. They'd be like, well, sometimes reindeer don't feel like flying. Right?
Sometimes Santa's sleigh breaks.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta take it in for an oil change.
He's gotta drive his presents around the world.
Yeah. So then we got there and I took pictures right away and stuff, and then we had like a bunch of food. It was really, really good. But yeah, I didn't stay in the suit very long because I was like, it was kind of one of those
He told everyone, Travis isn't coming to Christmas. Only Santa's coming to Christmas. I'm gonna stay in character the entire night. Literally 10 minutes after we get there, his suit was off.
The thing is that everybody else is sitting there all like loungy and I'm just like in a Santa suit. And like, if there was a bunch of kids running around, like they knew that I was like Santa or something, I think I'd be more inclined to be in character. But like, we also were meeting somebody for the first time there yesterday. So I didn't want to like be in a Santa suit the entire time and be like, so what do you do? And he's just like, And like, why is Santa talking to me? So I was like, okay, I'll just undress.
I'll
But
just undress.
I just undressed. Well, it was like I wasn't naked underneath the Santa costume. I'm just like, well, hello, nice to meet you. But next year when he can like know what's going on, I'll stay longer for sure with like the Santa suit and everything. What was your original question?
Do you have everything bought for
Oh
Christmas?
yeah, yeah. So yes, I do. Do you?
No.
Really?
My parents.
Oh yeah. Well, let me know when we get them.
Okay.
I'll start from the bottom then because like oh no, I'll start from the top. So I asked this question to Rachel and I said we're gonna save it for the podcast. Okay. It's not that squeamish of a question, but it's kind of interesting. So we've been watching Dr. Pol, and it's called The Incredible Dr. Pol on Disney Plus, and it's Nat Geo filming a veterinarian who does all sorts of animals. So basically, large and small animals, like pigs, cows, horses, all that stuff. And a lot of the times, what happens is you'll see people that have like pets, like pet cows, and they're like, yeah, it's a pet cow, blah 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 blah, and then something will go wrong with it, and they're like, well, it's been a pet for my entire life, but like let's send it to slaughter, and like let's get money out of it while I still can. And I said to Rachel, I'm like, what if like it was the normal? What if it was like the norm for like people to like eat dogs, and you're like, okay, well instead of putting my dog down, I'm just gonna send the dog and like get meat out of them. And I was like, what if I'm like Rachel? It's if you had to put Saber down, like Saber was like about to like really old and about to pass away, would you like if somebody said here's like $2,000 for Saber and we want to get those nice chicken legs off that dog?
I said no.
You said no, yeah.
No.
I think now.
I don't think I could do it if it was a cow.
But like that's what I'm
If
saying.
I had
Like I don't know how they do
20,
it.
No, I would be like, I'll bury this
I don't know
cow.
how they do it. Like I don't know how they're like, well, I've had this cow for 20 years. She served her purpose. Send her to slaughter. It's like, I'm not saying like I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying like for me, I'm like that's hard to come by. Like
This little dog that's sleeping right now in a blanket on my lap.
would be little pork chops.
No.
No?
No.
It could be like the thing is like we're thinking of it now, but if it was the norm though, like
No.
we would have known, right?
I
So
don't
no,
want
I wouldn't do it either. But I'm just saying.
I jokingly said that we're gonna stuff her like that picture of that stuffed fox sitting
There's-
on the chair.
There's this like if you guys have ever Google bag taxidermy, it's amazing what people will do. And there's this one that I actually like really wanted, and I went for like in a year like trying to find out who actually purchased it. And I think some person in Canada and BC purchased it. It's a bad taxidermy fox sitting in a chair, and he looks like really like weird in a weird position, and it's I had it as my profile picture for like the longest time on like Skype and all this stuff. It was really funny. And I found out that somebody originally made it, like just was trying to like joke around and stuff. And then it sold for like $10,000 US.
Anyway,
And
that's what
really
I'm going to do
funny.
to Saber. And then in our entryway at the house, we have this like...
Which is just joking.
This like
by the way.
ledge where we have some plants on. And I said we're going to put her up there.
Yeah. Should be like in a fox form. Like
No, she'll just be holding her toy. You know, she always holds that toy in her mouth. We'll
This
do her
won't
like
happen.
that.
She's just kidding.
And then every time we come home, we'll be like, hey, Saber.
She's kidding. This won't happen. No. But I guess Saber for now you won't get turned into chicken. For now. Okay, thanks, Trev.
Thank you.
All right, you're up. Next.
Describe your... Oops. There's a little dinosaur on the table for some reason.
I have to keep the dino here forever to remind me about dinosaurs.
We're hosting our family's Christmas dinner next Saturday.
Right.
Because actual Christmas Eve, one of my sisters works.
Okay.
So we're making dinner for the very first time.
Right.
Usually my stepmom takes care of that, but we're taking the reins over this year. If you were to plan your ideal Christmas meal, what would it include?
Ham and more ham. Make sure that it's honey ham.
But what
though.
are the sides?
Just ham.
Ham with
No.
ham.
My ideal Christmas, I don't not like turkey. I just think it's too much work for what it gives you. I think ham is better for Christmas. I would go ham stuffing, mashed potatoes, corn, and like some olives on the side. Yeah.
Okay.
No cranberries. Get those cranberries out of here.
We're actually having.
I know, we're having turkey.
So I get a turkey at work. They
Yeah.
give all the employees a turkey, so we're having turkey.
I know.
And also, my family has always, that's just what we eat for Christmas. We've
Yeah.
never eaten ham for Christmas. Some families eat ham, some have both, whatever.
Yeah.
So we're having turkey, we're having stuffing, we're having squash.
Yeah.
My sister's making squash.
Right.
Corn, Sweet potatoes, like candied sweet potatoes, and then I think that's everything. Gravy.
My question for you, I actually have a question on this thing, is I was saying like in the stream the other day, I was saying like how I mean people would say things like like Travis never cooks, like he doesn't make anything, like which
No.
I can if I want to. I just
No.
yeah
You can't.
I can. I've made stuff.
What do you know how to make?
Well, that's a hidden secret.
Because it's not anything.
Anyways, I was saying that I would much rather somebody makes things that are better at doing it. Like that way, like if because like if I were the one to make it and I messed up like the entire turkey dinner and messed up Christmas, I would feel horrible, right? So I'd much rather somebody who like knows what they're doing do it.
Right, but like we're not talking like you making a whole turkey dinner.
My question about Christmas is, how do you feel like are you not nervous when you're making a gigantic meal like that? Like you're not
Not
like really?
No.
Like when people are barbecuing, I was saying this in the stream the other day. I'm like when people are barbecuing, they're making like 50 hot dogs for people or like hamburgers, and they're like, here you go, you're ready, you're ready, you're ready, you're ready. I would feel like anxious doing it because I would feel like, what if like one of those was undercooked or something?
Well, I mean that's why I use my meat thermometer.
I know, but I'm just saying like that's like
For everything.
So you enjoy cooking then? I think you do. You do a great job.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
If I've had a long day, like
Yeah.
oh my gosh, like I've worked through my lunch or it's just been stressful or I'm tired, like I do not want to cook.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy
I
it.
would.
I'm grumpy. I wish I could just come home and there was food there for me to eat.
It's hard though because like for me like I'm not that good at cooking stuff. Like I've tried before.
It's the thought that counts though, right? Like if
I
I
know.
came home from work one day and I was like, oh my god, it's such a long day and I'm so hungry and I don't want to cook, and there was like chicken fingers, I'd be like, yes.
Oh, I can make
I would be
those.
like, thank God there's food for me to eat and I don't have to do anything.
I can make those.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not like expecting like a gourmet meal.
No.
But if there was something I would be like, this is great.
Yeah, for sure. The thing is that
Sometimes I do it, like I'm not saying I never enjoy cooking. Sometimes like if it's just I've had a fine day, like sure, like
Yeah.
I'll cook and I'll listen to some music or whatever it is.
listen.
Or like Sundays I usually like cooking because I have some more time.
Yeah.
I'm not so rushed, so I can usually like experiment a little or make something nice. But
This one time.
I don't like days where I have to cook like all day, where it's like I make breakfast, okay, now I have to make lunch, okay, now I have to make dinner. That's when I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
all I do is cook.
Yeah. I know. Like this one
And
time.
then the cleanup.
Yeah. This one time, I was like, Rachel, I'm like, can you make me breakfast? And it was like 6 in the afternoon or something. Saber. And so, I was like, Rachel, I'm like, can you make me breakfast? It was like 6 in the afternoon or something. And she's like, no, I don't want to. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm like, I'll make it myself.
No. Sorry. Saber's like been like coughing or something.
I think it's like the dry weather. Saber's like heaving.
I'm gonna tell you the actual story. This is what happened.
Sure, go on.
Me. It was not 6 in the afternoon, it was morning time.
Was it? Okay.
And I said, Travis, I'm making myself
Oh yeah.
some breakfast. Do you want anything? And he was like, no, I don't want any eggs. So I made myself eggs. And I made poached eggs for you put them on toast and you cut them up all nice.
Yeah.
And I sat down to eat. And then he came into the kitchen and said, actually, yes, I do want some. And I was like, well, I'm not making them again. Like, I just sat down from making food. So, like, you can make yourself some eggs if you want some now.
And then I'm like, fine, I'll make them myself. And I was like,
He was all grumpy.
I was all grumpy and I was like, just woke up and I was like super hungry. And
I don't know why he said no.
And I cracked the eggs and I'm like making them and then I go to flip them and then they like all the goop goes all over, which I like dippy eggs.
Not only that, but you had it on like super, super high heat.
Yeah.
You put like no butter in the pan.
Yeah.
The bottom of the eggs were black.
So then I'm like, I'll just eat this. Look at this.
And he was like, I'm like eating my like beautiful eggs.
It's like super
and he's
pristine.
next to me and it's like smoking and he's just like he can't even cut through his eggs because they're so
and
burned.
then I put the toaster and the toast burned.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was like, this is hell.
He was so mad. And I was just like
It was so funny.
laughing because I was like,
Yeah, and now I think, and then after I'm like, I'm such an idiot. Why didn't I? It's so
why
funny.
didn't I just say yes? I would like some eggs.
But that's the thing. Like, I think, I guess maybe I don't know how to cook that well.
But if you tried, you could learn.
Yeah, I
didn't know how to cook when I was 12, and then I learned.
I would just have to try. So you talked about, we talked about Christmas. Have you ever believed in Santa?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yep.
We never had Santa when I was younger, so I was like,
I was.
Was there anything that you believed in that like other than Santa that was like fake and you found out like
Easter Bunny,
really,
Tooth
yeah.
Fairy. I think that was it. I think that's the only other two.
What was like the age that you stopped believing it?
I don't remember exactly. See, my thing is I had an older sister, and she obviously found out that
Right.
Santa wasn't real at a certain age, and
Yeah.
she kind of spoiled it for me.
Right.
So I was, I don't know, I was probably in like the 2nd or 3rd grade.
Yeah.
I don't know. How old are you? 10?
What?
9 or 10 in
And
the 2nd or 3rd grade?
I don't know. How old are you in second grade?
I don't know. Somewhere around there. Because she had found a present around the back of the tree
Yeah.
that was kind of hidden, and it said like, to Rachel from Santa.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Christmas yet. And
Oh,
she was
yeah.
like, my parents messed up. They put like one of the tree presents under there and addressed it from Santa accidentally. And she was like, didn't say anything. She was just like, what? Like, how did Santa come here before Christmas, you know?
Yeah.
And so Christmas Eve, we would always leave out, instead of cookies for Santa, we would leave out carrots for the reindeers. And she took one of the carrots and she hid it somewhere in the basement. And like, I was in on the plot. She like told me, she's like, this is what we're going to do. So that she said if Santa is really real, he would know where it is because Santa's magic and he knows how to find where you've hidden the cookies and everything. And then my parents obviously had no idea there was a carrot hidden in the basement. So the next morning we went and it was still there.
What if like a mouse got it or something and ate the whole carrot?
Imagine.
And then you're like,
But I can remember my mom was in the shower and we like went into the bathroom and she was like, Santa isn't real, is he? And she was like, close the door, because we still had another little sister who still believed in Santa. So we that's when we didn't know anymore. And I can remember there being a few Christmases where I would open a present and my little sister still believed in Santa, and I would open it up and I would be like, oh my god, thank you so much, Mom and Dad. And they'd be like, you mean Santa? Because it had said like from Santa.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, from Santa.
That's funny. I never like believed anything like that was known to be fake that ended up, or I mean like that like my parents made me believe that was real. I don't think there's anything.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you didn't.
I didn't believe in it. Well, not that I didn't believe in it, but like my parents didn't believe in it. But now I do.
Different upbringing.
Now I believe in Santa.
She just turned her face away from me.
I know, she's like, stop petting me. You're up.
So I was talking about this yesterday with Reno, our friend Reno, who's on our D&D stream. What are we doing for New Year's?
Oh yeah, that's a good
Every
question.
year, it comes a week before New Year's, and we go, oh my god, we have no New Year's plans, and we ended up just sitting around watching a movie.
I think the thing that happens is people have like this idea of New Year's. Like I always have this idea of New Year's that like we're gonna go to like a gigantic party and like all this stuff. And like I think everyone wants to have like a giant New Year's thing, but then then New Year's rolls around, it's like we're sitting on the couch watching like the channel, going 3, 2, 1.
And then we're like, okay, good night.
Okay, good night. We gotta go now. Bye.
Because even last year, we went to our friend Nick's house,
And we left at.
We literally counted down as we were like putting our shoes on, and we're like, when can we leave? We want to go to bed.
So I mean, I like ideas of I like ideas of obviously big parties or somewhere where like not that you can't leave at midnight, but something that like would be, I don't know, something like that would be kind of fun.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm just in my mind I'm like picturing like what I'm thinking of. Like I've always wanted to have like a gigantic punch bowl, and like
the thing is that even if we hosted a party,
I know
like
people
that,
would still be leaving.
People would still be leaving because we're in our 30s and nobody wants to stay.
We can have everybody stay over though.
Nobody will though. Nobody wants to sleep on a couch. If somebody was like, "Hey, come to my New Year's party and sleep on the couch," I'd be like, "No, I want to go home to my bed."
I mean, I don't know. I don't really have any plan. Not plans.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think we're doing anything again.
Nothing exciting. If you guys have any cool ideas, let us know. Like,
I told Reno, I was like, well, I mean, as happens every year, people can come over, we can play board games.
That's what I would like to. Honestly, that's what I would like to do. Is like you basically are doing something well like while you're counting down. Like if we could play like board games until.
Do you know what I was thinking?
A New Year's board game?
No, we could. What day does New Year's fall on?
I don't know.
It's like a Thursday or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
We could do our D&D stream like a New Year's stream.
What do you mean, on New Year's?
Like we could start it at 9 p.m.
Right.
And go until midnight.
Oh, that would be pretty sweet.
And then like count it down, like with the chat, like on the New Year's stream.
Yeah.
And then be like 3, 2, 1, New Year. And then
it says on Thursday or Friday?
I don't know, but I mean we have the next day off.
That would be really cool. If you guys think that's a good idea, for those of you that are listening.
Just because, like, those are the people that we'd hang out with anyways, right?
Yeah.
And if we would just be doing it
we
would just be doing it the next day anyways. I don't know what day it falls on exactly.
Is that a bug? Oh, no. Yeah, because I guess Dan and Darian wouldn't.
They wouldn't stay.
They wouldn't.
I mean, we could have, like, dinner and stuff.
Yeah.
And then just not start the stream till 9.
That's a great idea.
So let's try and figure out what.
And we could have like New Year's hats on and stuff.
Mm-hmm. We could have little like.
That's really cool. I like this idea.
So if Christmas is the 25th,
because we would be missing because we've already agreed that on the 27th we're not going to do the stream, so that would make up for us missing the other day.
Well, we wouldn't do another one. That would just be our stream for the week.
Oh, true.
So hold on, let's count. If Christmas is on the 25th, which is the Wednesday, so Thursday 26th, Friday's the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. So it's a Wednesday night.
Okay.
But I don't care. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
I mean, I work that night until 4:30.
Yeah. Right.
But whatever, we could come home. We could have some people over for dinner. We could get like Chinese food or something, whatever we want.
Right.
And then we could start it later.
That would be really cool, because I was actually thinking about if we weren't doing anything, we could just like stream on Twitch. Well, anyways.
I wouldn't want that, because then I'm just sitting by myself.
No, like with you and stuff, like with party hats and stuff. Like that's what my idea was going to be. But I think that's a good idea, because then we can have everybody over first and then follow up with that after. Mm-hmm. That's a great idea. Excellent. Shake my hand now. We're shaking hands.
Shake Saber's hand now.
Do that special handshake. There you go. Excellent. Now say redo it. Don't touch me.
So maybe that will happen. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. If we have to ask them. Maybe we'll ask them right after this and see what they say. So the real question is, did you get me a fossil? And if yes,
I'm not going to tell you what I got you for Christmas. Is that actually your topic question?
Yes.
That is not how this works.
I want you
the worst at Christmas.
I want you to try to guess my Christmas present.
I don't want to guess your Christmas present.
No, I want you to try it.
Try?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Just guess. Be like, Trav, I think it's a balloon.
Okay, based off of previous years,
yeah.
I'm going to say it's some sort of gift card for books.
No. Well, go on.
And like...
Way off.
And like something comfy. Like pajamas or like a blanket or something.
She has no idea.
Because that's what it, like the past like 3 years have been.
This year I did like, so Rachel does this thing where like every time it's like a celebration, like a birthday or a Christmas, she like remembers what I said 50 years ago.
It's called being good.
Yeah.
And paying attention.
And like I don't do that, but like this year I made a plan to like make sure that I remember like certain things that she needed, and I was like, perfect. So like the one gift is pretty much like the Big Lebowski, and then the other one's
Big Lebowski.
And the other one's kind of just like a thing, but like I did it this year.
So two things is what you having? 2 things?
Yeah.
Okay.
And love, so 3. And a cat, that's 4 things.
We're not having a cat.
If I got you a cat for Christmas, you
would return it.
Are you kidding me?
I'm allergic.
You would return a cat.
I'm allergic.
That's horrible.
I don't want a cat.
That's everyone listen to this.
I would take it and drop it off.
No, you wouldn't. That's not very nice. If I got a cat for Christmas and I raised it and neutered
you wouldn't
and neutered it.
What's neutered?
And I neutered it. No, and
this
nourished
is the thing.
it.
I know if we got a cat and Travis was like, I'll take care of it, it would be he wouldn't clean the litter box because he doesn't like poop, and he doesn't even pick up Saber's poop.
No.
So it would be Rachel cleaning the litter box. He would not remember to feed it.
Oh, of course I would. I feed Saber every day.
I'm like, no, I'm not taking care of a cat because I'm allergic to them. I wouldn't even be able to enjoy it. I wouldn't be able to hold it or pet it.
But what if it was like a hypoallergenic one?
They don't. Do you have?
I might have to return
$3,000.
I might have to return the bigger present. I think.
Do you have $3,000 to spend on a cat?
I might have to return the bigger present.
Is it a cat? Then yes, return it.
It's a chia cat.
That's fine.
Yeah, you guys don't know what chia is.
If that's my big present, is a chia pet.
Could you?
I'm gonna return mine I got for you.
You can't return fossils.
You don't know what I got you.
But what size of fossil is it?
You don't even know what I got you.
It's a fossil.
He's gonna be real disappointed, guys, if it's not a fossil.
It could be.
That's it.
That's all yours?
Yeah.
Well, I have one more.
How? You put 4?
I put 6.
No. Too many.
We've been watching The Mandalorian, and recently she said that she didn't like it. Why didn't you like it?
Okay, here's my thing.
I like it.
I started off liking it, and there's certain things about it that I do like. But I find the acting in it very, like, cringy. And I have a hard time because it is so, like, episodic. Like, every one is kind of like its own contained like story.
Yeah.
Like the only characters that carry through is the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
So like I have a hard time like caring about what is happening. Like, you know, like there's such like a structure to every episode, right?
Yeah.
Like the Mandalorian lands somewhere new. Oh no, he's been detected, or like someone tries to take Baby Yoda, or he's in trouble. There's a battle, and then they win and they get back in the ship and they leave. Like that's like every single episode. So I'm kind of just like,
I like it because there's a lot of action, which is kind of...
And I don't like that about shows. I'm just bored by that.
I like it. I think it's really good. I think it's by far my favorite thing about Star Wars that I've seen so far, because it involves like the old school, like, because a lot of people don't know that like it's Jim Henson. He worked with like Star Wars and stuff like that to do like a lot of the old school stuff. So they have a lot of those things that are built into it. So it's like old
Muppets.
Yeah, the Muppets and stuff. So they have like the old school Star Wars style meets new school, and I like it a lot. I think it's really easy to keep track of 30-minute episodes. You're not sitting there for an hour watching these things. They're only like, they're not even half an hour. They're like 25 minutes, because there's like the intro, then there's the outro, which has a lot of the art and stuff on it. And I think
also, the Mandalorian himself is kind of boring. Like he's just like, yes.
I think that's it.
Will. Which I know is the whole thing, but I'm just kind of like, I don't care. The only thing I care about is Baby Yoda. That's it. I think that what they're, I think the thing about the show is that it attracts people that don't know anything about Star Wars to watch something and not have to worry about the other part of Star Wars, because you don't really need to know about the other things to really understand it. I think it's cool. I started off enjoying it a lot, and then the more I watch it, the more I'm kind of like, I don't really.
I think maybe when more episodes come out, because it's the thing that Disney does is they do episodes a week too, right? So it's a little bit different than Netflix, where you can binge watch the crap out of a show. So, but yeah, I guess if you don't have any more topics, that's a fast episode. Well, I mean, keep in mind we did do an episode right before this.
Yes.
So, we're episode out at this point.
What?
I don't know. Episoded out? Is that a word?
Yeah.
So the big question is, how big of a fossil did you get? And do you have to get extra shipping because of the fossil size?
That's everything for today.
I'm returning the cat. Unfortunately, the cat will be returned.
Is this the cat?
Yeah. I'm just a cat, Trav.
She's so tired.
I've been up all night eating pizza.
Haven't. You really haven't.
There's so much pizza for me to eat. Trav, don't sell me. Don't bring me. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, guys, that is it for episode number 7. I hope you guys had a great time listening. Remember, these episodes are available on Patreon like instantaneously, and a week after they're available on Spotify. So if you want to watch them first here, and if you want to watch them on video, you have to watch them on Patreon. You can't watch them on, you can only listen on Spotify. We might actually start uploading them to YouTube periodically. I'm thinking maybe like months ahead we might start doing the videos.
You mean months after?
Months ahead, sorry. Months after. I was thinking the videos are cool, like to have available.
We will go back in time, months ahead, upload the videos, then go back forward in time.
You're not getting that cat anymore.
I don't want it.
The cat's gone.
Yeah.
I gave it back to the cat company. All right, guys. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you guys in the next one, where Rachel talks about the dinosaur fossil that she got me in the Megalodon tooth.
We're not opening presents even before next episode.